Okay. Hi, Sander. Oh, so you've got several accounts. Well, I'm back on the same drawing. I didn't do much. I added a few details. I just drew the sword, the the main, and also the scabbard, this all parts, the intricate leather straps, and a few details here and there. But you know, an earring there, but not much. I didn't really draw much. I was waiting to get back on the stream to do it. So starting to take shape. And I think I'm gonna start adding some black, some pen. So let me get this right. I think it looks like this. There you go. Should be something like this. And if I'm correct, there's a slight like that. I think it's something like this. And you've got the inside of the shaft. This. I think. And then you have the head of the axe. Trying to do this primitive axe. Actually, there you go. And there was supposed to be some straps here and there, if I'm correct. Something like that. Thanks. Yeah, the anatomy is alright, isn't it? I think the shoulder here, hidden behind the head, should be a little closer. The arm is actually a bit too long, but he's got weird proportions, right? So I think it looks good, and doesn't look too off. Yeah, I have good sense of anatomy. Done many drawings of bodies. I'm better at drawing humans or creatures than drawing spaces and architecture. I can do easy things, but I'm not very good at architecture. But people are alright. Especially since I haven't drawn for that long. The drawing is actually alright. I've added some those kind of dark lips you find on dogs or lions. Give a more bestial look. Of course, I can draw a lot more realistic than this, but I'm going for a sort of a bit cartoony style. it's intended. I like it, you know, slightly exaggerated features. Yeah, it takes a long time. In any case, it always takes, if you want to achieve a good drawing, it always takes time anyway, but scenery can be boring. I mean, a good result is always great, but it can be tedious to do. Drawing figures is always more rewarding, more fun. You get to draw faces, and it's just more fun. But hey, if you can draw any environments, your characters are gonna be standing in a very empty space. That's why I think I'm gonna do a very... We'll see by the end. But I think I'll do a very simple, but I'll do a background, I think. So I went for a spiky arm ring. It's not called an arm ring, how do you call that? I don't know how you call it. On the wrist. He's also got some arm rings here. So he's got some jewelry going on. He's not the savage, the complete savage. Might even be a prince or some kind of lord in his own pack. Looks a little bit like a gnoll with a huge head. Because he's definitely got this hyena look going. Yeah, bracers. Hey, roll for damage. Yeah, I can draw. I can self draw, apparently. So that's pretty dope. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shorten the arm there. And this will allow me to give a more realistic looking biceps. So, shit. How do you draw this? Wait, let me see. I'm not strong enough. I think it's like this. And here you go. Let's see. Should do more sport. I'm not sure. This is uneven. I have to do something about the forearm. So this isn't half bad. I'm gonna give a leathery aspect here. I'm gonna start putting on some black, I think, just to make the line. So where is my... yeah, there it is. So I've done many of these, but I don't even know which one works, because I very often lend them to the kids at school, so they use it pretty much all the time, and each time I want to use them, they're empty. So I have to find one that actually... this one's got ink inside. Not that much. Which one works? Maybe I don't have a single one with ink. Oh, this one's good. Yeah, this one's good. Okay, so there are some parts I know they're definite. They won't move. This one here. All the... I think I won't change the head. At least not the... So I'll be able to... At least not the outside line. I'm gonna keep the little horns. I'm gonna keep the teeth as well. I like the way they're jagged and not entirely they're not completely sharp. They're a bit blunt from the use. It's a little more of a brutal look, I think, when it's less sharp. It's some sort of barbarian, right? Hello from New York, Shupa. Didn't know anyone watched. Well, we're about 7 for now. I started a bit earlier doing a live stream, but I think it was too early from most of my peeps in the States. In any case, you are all welcome on the channel. Hope you will like what you see. The drawing took a little bit of time to start on the first live stream, but now it's getting faster paced. I'm sure in maybe 1.5, 2 hours we'll have something pretty much finished. Of course, it won't be the drawing of the century, but that'll be a good how do you say, a good comeback from my part, because I haven't drawn for quite some time, so I think I don't have to be ashamed of what I did. I went for this kind of generic bracer, and it's alright. It's properly done, but I'm not very fond of it. It's not very original. But, you know, they'll do just fine. So what I'm gonna do afterwards is to clear where I've been able to do the line, and this hopefully will clean a little bit the drawing, which is now very dirty. Hey Phil. Hey Steve. Hi to you. Nice to stop by. Stay as long as you want, leave when you want. Always nice having just people say hi. Besides, it's gonna take some time, but I'll probably take a picture of it when it's finished and put it on Twitter. And you can see it finished there, I guess. My Twitter account has been mostly inactive these days, but I can post since I did that on livestream, I can post the results on Twitter if you want to see it finished. So okay, so I did a slight modification to the eye with this kind of glow there. Gives him a crazy look. I like it. It's pretty nice. He looks really pissed off, right? Mm-hmm. And my little Viking girl. It's looking pretty good. I'm not overly fond of her expression, but it's decent. I think. Given the reflections on this helmet. I don't know if you know this, but we found only one helmet that is officially from the Viking era. And it was this kind of helmet. Because all the other helmets are either from civilizations that came before Vikings or afterwards. I mean, in Scandinavia and the proper land of the Vikings, you know, all countries mixed together. We found only one helmet that I know of, at least, coming from this this era, this century. So we knew many other helmets were in use, different types of helmets used by Frankish warriors or Saxons, Anglo-Saxons, that Vikings probably used, but this is the only design, archaeological design we actually know that was used by Vikings. I thought that was maybe something you'd like to know. Yeah, it's really cool. Also, yeah, it looks really cool, and that's definitely a good thing, because if the